this might sound disgusting to some of y'all. I'm a very picky eater, y'all. The most bang for my buck. My ending total was...
Count 1, 2, 3. And don't you stop the music, get into it. Won't you dance with me? Find a place and lose it. You can do it. Won't you dance with me? Move your down now, we let it go. Sunset high and our bodies low.
Hey y'all, what is up? It is Marissa Nicole and welcome back to my channel. Last month I posted a video which is basically my budget with me, how to budget as a broke college student video, and y'all seem to like it. I asked y'all's opinions if you wanted me to do this, regularly, if you guys wanted to see more of it, or if you wanted to see more of like a what my budget can get me at different grocery stores kind of thing, and I saw a lot of comments that wanted that specifically, so that's what today's video is about. As you can see from the title, we are going to take my budget of $50 for the next 2 weeks of meals and go spend it at Walmart. And we're gonna see what I can get for that amount of money at Walmart. The original budget with me video that I did, I started at Kroger, and I told y'all that I spent half of my budget, which I had as $40 in my last video, but I've upped it to $50 for the next 2 weeks just because my budget can handle that, and I like working with those even, 50, 100, those kind of numbers, so we're gonna go with 50. And I spent like half of my budget of 40 last time, but that's only because I had a ton of food left over. And so this month in June, I didn't have anything left over, and I had $50 to spend at Walmart. Now I guess I want to add in a disclaimer. So this is kind of a me challenge, more so suited towards college students, specifically, like broke college students where you should be buying your food, different kinds of deals. I want to say this because I'll probably share a little bit of the meals I'm going to be making and you'll see some of the things I'm buying, and I don't want you to be like, you could have done this, you could have done that, you should be eating this, you should be eating that. I'm a very picky eater, y'all. I like to stick to pastas and carbs, and I know that's probably really bad, but that's my thing. And I'm also broke, so I also like to stick to very cheap things. So you're gonna see me buying a lot of ramen, you're gonna see me buying a lot of boil in a bag rice. It's gonna be those typical things, and in my head I'm thinking that's a little more realistic for some broke college students. I know that other people who aren't in college are gonna be watching these as well, and I'm hoping it's still helpful for y'all, but I really want to show y'all the realistic side of being in college, what you're really probably gonna be buying, especially on a strict budget. If you have a strict budget, there is definitely 100 different things that I could buy at Walmart that is probably cheaper or that can make me go a little bit longer, or different meals that I didn't get. So I just kind of wanted to put that in your heads that one, I probably don't like it. I'm very picky. I don't really eat a lot of healthy food, unfortunately. And two, I am broke. So I'm gonna go for that little cup of ramen noodles instead of, buying something like fettuccine alfredo every week. Definitely still leave your feedback down below. I wanna know if there's something else that hey, there's this great deal on this, you should probably try this, or go try this store, go try that store, etc. But I just wanted to kind of put that out there so that y'all knew what you're about to get into in the video and what you're about to see me buy, and we'll check my budget at the end. I'm gonna be doing these videos every month, at least for the summer, probably into the school year, because I'll still be having to grocery shop my senior year of college here at The Ohio State University, and so be on the lookout for that. We did Kroger last time, we're doing Walmart this time. People have wanted me to go to Aldi's and Whole Foods and just little anywhere basically, and we're gonna try to do all of that. So if that sounds like fun to you, please consider subscribing down below. We also do a whole bunch of vlogs and sorority videos, college videos, how-tos, or hauls like this one, so you should definitely subscribe. Okay, so before we go shopping, again, my budget is $50. I'm gonna need breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the next 2 weeks until I get paid again, and that's kind of our challenge to see what we can make, what kind of meals I can make on $50. In my last video, y'all saw me actually meal plan, and I went through all the things that I had and literally planned out my meals. However, since I'm doing this kind of challenge part of this video, I'm thinking that that's gonna be kind of hard to do, especially going to new places. I'm very familiar with Walmart and their prices, but going to new places like Aldi or Whole Foods and stuff like that, I'm not sure what they have or what the price is, and so I don't want to plan on getting things and then it be too expensive and go over my budget. So I guess kind of a fun part of this challenge is that I'm not really meal planning and I'm not making a list. I have some things in mind that like, hey, I probably want to grab these, this is usually what I eat kind of thing, but I don't have my meal planning list with me this month, and I'm just gonna go to Walmart, go through every aisle, see what I can get, try to meal plan in my head and figure out the cheapest things that I can get and try to stay under budget. With that being said, let's head to Walmart. Okay, so we are back from Walmart and I want to show y'all the final numbers if we stayed under budget and give you a little insight of things that I bought and some tips and tricks on how to save some money. My ending total was $45.94. $5 away from budget, which is amazing because I even got myself a little treat, I guess you could say. And that's definitely tip number one for trying to stay under budget, especially if you're trying to like restrict yourself or, you know, you really want something but it's too expensive. You have to treat yourself out every now and again to kind of keep you going. And so this might sound disgusting to some of y'all, but my like guilty pleasure is like eating icing out of tubs like directly. So I treated myself with a cream cheese icing tub and it was only like $1.28 or something like that. I put it in last, so I wanted to see what my budget was, and if I was under budget I would treat myself with that. So even with something that really has nothing to do with my meal plan, I was still under budget. Okay, so going through the receipt, I want to show y'all what I got. Like I said, I do have to get breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the next 2 weeks. For my breakfast for the next 2 weeks, I decided to do cereal. I of course got a gallon of milk and some cereal. A tip for y'all, depending if you guys like the ones, I always buy the bagged cereal. It seems to be cheaper and you get more like ounces, total ounces out of it. Just more bang for your buck. Of course, there's no name brand in the bagged cereal, but I get like the Captain Crunch like off-brand bagged cereal, and I'm telling you, it's like a ginormous bag. And of course there are different size bags. So you can get like the ginormous family bags, which is the one that I get because it usually lasts me longer. There's definitely smaller bags as well. I seem to get the bigger bags and it seems to last me longer than even like a family size of box cereal. That's just me. And so that's what I'm gonna be eating for breakfast for the next 2 weeks. The next thing that I have up is lunch. And so basically I have 10 lunches that I'm gonna have to bring to work. I do work at an office, a 9-to-5 job, and so I have to be able to pack lunches with me. Nothing that I can, you know, make on the stove. It has to either be just cold and eating it like that or microwavable. So that's something that I have to keep in mind. And so for that, I typically like to buy pasta. That is my favorite food from the beginning. I love carbs, I love pasta. And if I buy myself, you know, pasta salad or mac and cheese, those are usually shareable boxes. I can down a whole box of mac and cheese and pasta salad myself, but I like ration myself. And so when I make a box of pasta salad, I'll cut it in half and Tupperware both of them, and that gets me lunch for 2 days. So basically if I have 10 days of work, I buy 5 different lunch meals that I can cut in half and bring with me, and that's more manageable and cheaper than having to buy the 1 box of mac and cheese every day for lunch. That'd be 10 boxes of mac and cheese rather than 5. You see where I'm going? You see where I'm going. And so for my lunch for the next 2 weeks, I did get 2 boxes of mac and cheese, which is gonna give me 4 meals, and I got 2 boxes of pasta salad, which is also gonna give me 4 meals. So that's 8 meals right there. And then the other 2 are coming from Hamburger Helper that I also bought, which means I also bought a pound of ground beef to go with that. And that of course also gets split in half, so I have 2 more meals. So there's my 10 meals for lunch and only 5 boxes of something. And more so for my lunches on the weekends, those can be more leisurely, mainly because even on the weekends I tend not to eat a full 3 meals because I'll sleep in a little bit, and if I prolong getting up, that means my breakfast is, you know, around 12 or 1, which means I'll probably just eat dinner and then like a snack, so I don't really have my full 3 meals, which also helps. So looking on the weekends, I bought myself 4 different ramen noodles, and they're the cup of noodles that I can eat as my snack on like that Saturday, Sunday for the next 2 weeks. And those were only 32 cents at Walmart. I think I've mentioned this in a couple different videos, but Griffin always comes over on Tuesdays and we have what's called our Taco Tuesdays. And so every Tuesday he'll bring the drinks and I'll make the food. So that is 1 meal that I'm like sharing with someone, but other than that, my budget is just for me and myself, a 1-person budget. But I'm okay with sharing my tacos with him because he's bringing me margaritas, and I think that's an equal exchange. So on Tuesdays, I always get tortillas, beef, taco seasoning, and cheese. But also here's the hack. I always get a big block of cheese, and I have a cheese grater, which was like $1 at the dollar store. That block of cheese is gonna get you way longer than a pack of cheese. I didn't have to buy the cheese this time because even from the last time I went shopping when I bought my big block, I still have enough cheese to get me through at least like 3 or more Taco Tuesdays. And so that's definitely a hack for y'all. Block cheese instead of bagged cheese, and I just grate it myself. I do still have tortillas as well because typically me and him only eat 1 to 2 tacos each on Taco Tuesdays, and I always get like a pack of 12, so that can usually last me a lot longer as well. I usually try to get something that I know I'm gonna keep eating before it goes bad. And so I also got a loaf of bread because I'm gonna be making some grilled cheeses or peanut butter and jellies and stuff like that for my dinner or lunches for work, just in case I don't feel like having Hamburger Helper. I like to kind of switch it up. I don't want to only make 2 peanut butter and jellies and then my bread goes bad. So I make sure I plan meals where I know I'm gonna use everything that I have, or at least that it's reusable before it does go bad. So I bought 2 things of soup, that way I can make grilled cheeses with the rest of my bread as well, outside of my peanut butter and jellies. And then one deal that I was actually really proud of, I got 4-pound box of pasta for $2.57. And like I said, I eat pasta galore. I know I shouldn't, so I'm sorry, but I eat pasta 24/7. I could eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and be completely fine with it. And so I bought a 4-pound box of pasta because I know I'm gonna end up making pasta for dinner or for lunches. Whenever I want some food, I like pasta. To bring with me for snacks for work and also just snacks around the house, sometimes I'll bring my pasta salad, and then I like to bring a little baggie of like pretzels or something like that. So I did get a big bag of of pretzels that usually last me well into 2 weeks or even more than that, because I put them in little individual baggies so that way I can bring them to work as snacks. And I also got a giant tub of applesauce that I can put into tiny Tupperwares, so that way if I'm bringing something to work like a peanut butter and jelly, I can also pack a small thing of applesauce and eat that as a snack as well. And I do think that's it. Like, looking at my receipt, I think that's everything other than my frosting that's on here that doesn't go towards any of my meals, but I just really wanted it. That is everything I got, and that covers all of my meals, my 10 lunches, my 14 dinners or lunches and everything like that. I have everything covered for under $50 at Walmart. I'm hoping this video was super helpful for y'all. I know that you guys wanted kind of this challenge as part of it, of where my budget can get me for groceries wise. Let me know down below where you want me to go shopping next. We've done Kroger and Walmart so far, so definitely tell me something else that you guys want me to go see where I can get the most bang for my buck as a broke college student. If you liked this video and you learned something new, please give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe down below if you haven't yet already. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.